Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I want to try to create a Halloween look, more of the skull candy. I love skull candy design. I think they're beautiful. You can make them either very scary or just very beautiful. I have my spider earrings, which I only get to wear for Halloween on, and I had my monthly flare up, so I have all these breakouts, and I'm going to be using as much SeneGence products that I can to try to cover these bad boys up. So stay tuned for this video because I'm very excited to see what these products can do. So to start off with, I'm going to put my hair back just to make sure that it's out of the way, and I've already washed my face and put moisturizer on. So the first thing that I want to do is use some silk and place that all over my face. The next thing I'm going to be using is the SeneGence Green Concealer. I'm going to be using it next to my MAC NC35 Concealer to cover up the blemishes that I have. So going into my little clean palette here, and I'm going to be dabbing it all over those blemishes using my fingertip here. Next, I'll be using my IT Cosmetics number 103 Airbrush Concealer Brush, and going into my MAC concealer, I am going to be going over everything I covered with my green SeneGence concealer. The next thing we're going to be doing is applying foundation. So for that, I will be using our MakeSense Foundation in Tan. I'm going to be mixing it with some of our translucent powder that is placed in another container. So what I have is this little spatula thing. I have a bunch of these, and I'm going to take a pump and a half of the foundation. And then I'm going to be taking, and this has already been cleaned and sanitized with alcohol, I'm just going to take a little scoop of the powder, like so, and place that right into the foundation. And this is going to just thicken up and create a more full coverage effect. So taking the same little spoon, I'm just going to gently mix it all together, and then whatever I have left over here, let's not let it go to waste. I'm going to take my round kabuki brush from Sigma, take it from there, and then dabbing into it, I'm going to place it all over my face area. Because I am going for more of a darker orangier look, I am going to be using Onyx and actually applying that on my eyebrows. So again, taking my palette, I'm going to spray some alcohol so that way it's nice and clean. I'll take some of that Onyx and place a dab on my dish here. And then using a Real Techniques, this is an eyeliner brush, I'm going to be taking this and lining my eyebrows with it. I have a mirror right overhead, so you see me coming up, that's the reason why. So the first color I will be using is some Snow, and again just placing a dab of it on my clean palette here. And then using my Sigma E55 brush, I'm going to be placing that all over my eye area. Now for the transition shade, I'm going to be going into the Shimmer Copper Rose. I'm going to be using a Sigma E40 brush. Next, I'll be using the color Garnet with my Sigma E58 brush and placing that on the outer V of my eye. And taking my Sigma brush, just very gently blend those two together. So I'm going to be taking Onyx with the same E58 brush from Sigma and placing that all over my lid area, making sure I don't go up to the crease. Then taking the Sigma E39 brush, I'm going to blend that crease area. I'm going to go ahead and try using the white concealer, and hopefully it won't completely sink into my skin, but if anything, I'm going to be using some of that Snow ShadowSense to help with that. And for that, I'm going to be using this large fluff brush from Sigma. It's an E50 brush. To emphasize more of what I just highlighted, I'm going to take in some snow and using the same fluff brush, carefully dab that all over the same areas. So now I'm going to be layering my surrounding area and contouring my cheeks here, and I'm going to start off with pink Posey, just putting it around the perimeter of my face. And for that, I'm going to be using the Sigma E37 brush. I'll clip my hair back just to make sure that I get as much as I can. I look wacky. This is so wacky, but whatever. As long as it does the job. And then next, I'm going to be going into Onyx again, and I'm going to be using the same brush and creating more darkness and depth in those areas. Then taking my IT Cosmetics Airbrush Foundation brush, I'm going to blend this whole thing out. And using a liner brush, this is from Real Techniques, I'm going to line, I'll be lining my nose for this look. There is my nose now. And then just to make like a cool design so it's not so bare, for my lips, I'm going to be using a combination of blackberry and persimmon. I'm taking persimmon and putting on the outer parts of my lips. Now taking blackberry, I'm going to be doing the lines that go on the lips. So I'm just going to very also carefully take some of the black and start drawing lines. And then going in with persimmon, I'm going to be going over what I just did on my mouth. And then just to show that you can use blackberry also on your face lip scents, I'm going to be taking some of it and placing it on my palette here. And using this firm blender brush, I'll place it right on my chin area. Then taking Onyx with that firm brush. Follow up with the same design. Then taking the leftover Onyx that I have, I'm going to take some on my finger and go right here and kind of just smudge it. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. My inspiration for this look was actually this picture here that I found, I believe, on Pinterest. I was like, that's a really cool look. Let's see if we can pull it off with SeneGence, and I actually love it. I think it does a lot more to you than using regular, you know, Party City face makeup stuff. Like I really like the outcome of this, and it's very like naturally done. That makes sense. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial on this skull candy look. I hope you enjoyed it, and remember, didn't come off. Bye. See you guys soon.